How we doing, gamers? Welcome back to some more Super Mario 3D World. It's just still, believe it or not, a 3D landscape. Yeah, it's still got all three of those fabulous little dimensions we always crave in these Mario games. But anyways, we're gonna head back a little bit to World 1. I don't know if you guys remember that at all. There might be a little bit of a secret there I want to check out. Pretty much, I was looking at the first episode's thumbnail. I noticed that we might have forgotten to go a certain place. In the thumbnail. There's this little cave just not far from the castle at all. I want to see if that might be the secret I was talking about last time, because last time I thought there would be like a pipe going off to this secret island in the center of the world map, and there wasn't. It wasn't there. So I want to know if it is this right here. Let's see. We're gonna hop right on in here. I do not remember going in here last time, but my memory's kind of crap. What do we have here? Power-ups. We'll take them. Yes, that really wasn't quite what I thought it was, but anyways, yeah, welcome to another episode of Super Mario 3D World. We're running it today as Peach. Yeah, again, we could really use the hovering ability, not gonna lie. Kinda helpful, for where we're gonna be headed next. There's gonna be a lot of cliffs. It's gonna be a very rocky slope, but first, we're gonna finish up World 3. I know I made it seem like we finished World 3 last time, but we actually didn't. There are a couple more levels in there, including a Captain Toad level we're going to play. And then, I believe after World 3, there's actually a standalone boss fight on a little island. And then it's time for World 4, which we will hopefully get to today. I'd like to at least play one level from World 4. It's into the ghost house for us. These ghost house levels, they're pretty interesting sometimes. They are very, very maze-like, okay? There's like no linear path in any of these, so you really just gotta figure out where you're gonna be going. But anyways, I'm a little bit rusty at this game. It's been a hot minute since I've filmed episodes here. And lately I've been playing Sonic Generations, which uses a different jump button, and is also 3D. At least in most places, so yeah. If I'm behaving a little bit weird here, if I just don't seem to be jumping like right on the exact frame you expect me to do so, chances are it's probably that. Anyways, so far Sonic Generations is kind of an type game. Like, I think it's better than Sonic Colors that I've played. But I don't know. I just very much prefer the 2D Sonic levels in it over the 3D ones. It just feels like they drag on a very long time, you know what I'm saying? We'll see how that plays out, I guess. Maybe I'll make a little video about that at some point, or not. I'd really like the game to run in 60 FPS. Because it's on the Switch. I know it would probably run in 60 FPS if I bought it on like PS5, but I don't have a PlayStation, okay? I'm a little bit broke. So yeah, we're playing it on Switch because, yeah, I'm kind of a hardcore Nintendo simp, not gonna lie. But anyways, I believe there's a star like right over here that I can't get to because I'm not locked in at all. Yeah, there we go. We jump up there, and then there's this. We'll get plenty of coins from this, and then what do we have up there? We've got some time, but how the frick do we get up there? I don't know. Anyways, in this level we've got these stairs right here that act like escalators. They're pretty weird stairs, not gonna lie, but this is actually a really huge set. But we will take the free guy right here, the 1-up. Why did I say that? That's what I used to call them way back in the day when I was a kid. I don't know why. But anyways, let's hop down this pipe right here, which isn't real, so never mind. We got pranked there. We still have not found a star, and I think that's a little bit worrying. We have found a couple of extra lives, or just one, because that extra life was also a complete fake. That's kind of hilarious, not gonna lie, but anyways, yeah, hopefully there's a star at least somewhere in this level that I can just come across, you know? I believe there might be like a fake painting somewhere in here, like similar to Super Mario 64. I haven't played that game, but I do know you can like jump through paintings and stuff. At least I think. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But this right up here, I'm pretty sure this should be a star. I think. Maybe. Yes, it is. Okay, good. I was getting worried there for a second. Sadly, it is the third one, so we are going to have to backtrack at some point. Or not, maybe. This is actually a level I don't think I've gotten all 3 stars in yet. In like any of my playthroughs. So if we get it in this playthrough, that's going to be pretty nice. And now it is on to the Captain Toad level. And what do we have going on here? Looks like we've got some underwater action happening. 3 stars already visible, but how do we get to them? It looks like we might be able to access one of the stars, the one right down there. We've also got to get the one right up there, so this might be a little bit of a tedious level, not gonna lie. So I think we'll target the one up top there first, that one right on up there, if we can actually get up there, can we? I mean, I reckon if we just continue going this way, in theory, we should be able to. We can, like, go through this area right here. Or not, okay. You think it has anything to do with the P button right up there? Hold on a second. We're actually gonna go low here if I can find a way actually down there. Alright, so it looks like the second pipe, like this one on the right here, that took us out to where the start was. I'm not really sure if that's like what we're supposed to be doing here to get that other star. Like that's crazy. Can I do, nope, okay. I'm getting a little bit nervous with the time limit in here, not gonna lie. But anyways, hold on, I just found it. Look right there, you can fall right down. All we gotta do is just go a little bit ways in the opposite direction we were headed. Or do we? Hold on. We can just use the backside right here. But we had it right, like, all along there. I don't know why the frick it was like that. Or why it took me, like, so long to figure that out. But we gotta scramble now, because we're on a little bit of a time crunch. We really don't want to die because of time. But anyways, just right on over here. On the other side, we can fall down. And there we go, we're on this little platform. And then, after this, we can go topside and everything. And get another star, which might actually be the 4th out of the 5th one. And then that leaves the one right down there. Oh, what do we have going on here, though? We're gonna have to, like... Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So it moves the platform, so that brings it right up here. And then, yes, okay, I see what you gotta do. We just gotta scramble here. You think we can do it in, like, 66 seconds? I reckon we can, actually. Very, very clever level, not gonna lie. I haven't played this one in a long time. All 5 stars done right there. Great that we don't have to go back to any of these, because these are kind of weird. I like the ones that, like, you know, you can actually jump. I've also got Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I haven't played it yet. Maybe we can play that and make that a series, like a sequel to this one. I know it's like a prequel to this game, but who cares? We could probably play through that as a series, maybe, at some point. I've been thinking about it. And apparently, based on what I've heard, that game is entirely like Captain Toad levels, just everywhere to be seen. Absolutely crazy. But anyways, we actually got some good power-ups that time. Come on now. But anyways, it is now time to fight a boss. I don't remember what this boss is, but I do know that we're probably going to need power-ups to defeat it. It's going to be just to our west, so just to our left, for those of you who don't know directions and whatnot. But yeah, just right through this pipe, we got an island. It's very, very menacingly dark. And then that is this level right here, pretty much. It's coming down from the sky. And by the way, I am pretty sure that this boss is not Bowser. Despite what it may look like. And luckily, there is no actual level in this level. You can just hop right on here, and it'll take us right down there. You really just don't want to jump off this thing, though. I did that once. It was very embarrassing. Anyways, our friend Hisstocrat right here is actually kind of beating us up, not gonna lie. Basically, we gotta jump on these little platforms right here, and then we can use that to get up to them where we can stomp them, pretty much. Not exactly very easy, except when you have the ability to hover, pretty much, so I'm pretty glad I picked Peach. Despite it sounding like, you know, I knew that this was coming at the start of this, I kind of just picked Peach because, why not? Can we climb these guys? Oh my goodness, we can. That's huge. That's hit number 2. I believe it's only one more hit, and this guy's done for. Might see him again, though, more towards the end of the game, I think, and he might be harder. So, yeah, the bosses in this game, they most definitely do not give up, that's for sure. Try climbing this guy, and done. And if it's not done, we're stomping him like 60 more times right now, so yeah, that's cool, I guess. We'll take all these coins. Only 1 star from that level, but anyways, that is another level complete, another boss fight. So we get one of these big frickin' flags right here, the big Bowser ones. And the sky, it is bright once again. You can also move on, too. Very nice. And welcome, my friends, to World 4. It's a very, very deserted little place right here. But this is to some pretty good levels, too. A lot of ones in which I did not collect any stars, but where the frick does this pipe go? Let's see. Yeah, I figured, but is this a good view? Oh, yes it is. Check that out. Very nice. You can even see a little bit of World 5, too. Let's see what's in store for us right here. Alright, so we got ant troopers in this level right here. You can't stomp them at all, but you sure can bounce on them. Oh boy, this might be a little bit tough with our current situation. Yep. Okay, hold on. There we go. We get the stamp. Now can we get out of here without getting killed? Yes, we can, it looks like. Very nice. But this right here, this is going to be a real predicament to get through. As long as we just remain calm, I reckon it should be a-okay. And there's the checkpoint. Very nice. Now let's see what's in this pipe. It's a star. Very nice. This one I kind of feel most players would run into by accident, because, like, I don't know if you saw there, but that was pretty much a platforming area where you needed to bounce on the ant in order to get across right there. I think it's just much easier to use the platform that the pipe is on. And if you're on the platform that the pipe is on, you might as well just go forward, especially if it takes you out, like right here. That point right there, this area is probably like the hardest point in the entire level. Except for this right here. This is no joke. There's star number 3. Yeah, there's just death everywhere right around here. And I think this is really the point in the game where the levels actually start to get a little bit difficult, at least for the average player. I've got quite a few hours on this game, and that also includes Bowser's Fury, which is bundled with this on Nintendo Switch, so not exactly the most difficult level I've played. There are far more difficult levels coming up, but yeah, it's starting to get a little bit risky around here. The heat is turning up. Anyways, we're gonna do one more level before I end this video. Let's see what the next level is right here. And this appears to be a jungle level. This is actually kind of a unique one right here. Piranha Creeper Creek. It feels weird because now that I think about it, I don't think there's like a dedicated jungle world in this game, which is interesting given how like a lot of the other Mario games have dedicated jungle worlds in them. I think that would be like a crazy thing, at least for these jungle style levels right here. Anyway, star number 1 has been located. Assuming we don't die right here. Nah, we might be cooked. Or are we? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that was clutch right there. I did not think it would give us like the extra few seconds when the timer hits 0. But if it didn't, like, that would have been it. But anyway, star number 2. We'll take that right down here. I just saw the green glow in the water. Might also be a little bit difficult with this level. Not as difficult as the other one, though. Unless, like, your precision with your jumps isn't all that great, but, like, the precision was kind of needed in the previous level, too, not gonna lie. But anyways, yeah, just try not to get chomped if you're gonna go into this place, because sometimes the collision's a little bit finicky right here, and it can be a little bit weird jumping off these dudes. Anyways, let's see if we get all 3 stars. The next star might have been right there. I saw sparkles, so if it was, that was hilarious. But anyways, yeah, there is one more place where I think it might be. That might have been the stamp, actually. I think, could it be this right here? Because this sure is the same shade of green. Gotta be very careful of the piranhas right here. And yes, it is! So there we go. All 3 stars collected. We are gonna have to come back for the stamp, though. That's gonna be a little bit sad. So yeah, that probably was the sparkles I saw just a couple seconds ago. But there's pretty much a raft section, I believe. I'm not sure if it's in this level. It might be, hold on. Or is this the flagpole? Nah, this is the flagpole, but there's like this raft section in one of the other levels coming up. And I think they actually hit a star in an area that you can only access for like a couple of seconds. So yeah, the levels are getting pretty devious coming up. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe, join my Discord, do all the usual things. And I will see you later in the next video, whenever that may be. It'll probably be soon. I've actually kind of gotten a little bit of a schedule, quote-unquote, going soon. But, yeah. Take care, besties. I'll see you around.